Art and the Kingdom of Faded Lights. Chapter 1, A Spark in the Dark. Come on, Art, don't chicken out again. Kevin's voice rang out, half a joke, half a dare. Don't tell me you're staying home drawing your dragons again. Art shrugged, tightening the strap of his backpack. It's a phoenix, not a dragon, he muttered. Anne. I'm fine, really. Kevin, all swagger and neon bike reflectors, rolled his eyes. Summer, dude. You only live once. CYA, or not. Art watched the others ride off. The street fell quiet, just him and the wind. His house stood like every other in their cul-de-sac, a little too beige, a little too silent. Mom was at work. His dad had disappeared in a fire rescue a year ago. Since then, Art hadn't really drawn. Not much. But something felt different today. He went to the shelf. There lay an old sketchbook, dusty, untouched. He flipped it open. The last drawing, a massive door, like a gateway to another world. Below it, a line scrawled in his dad's handwriting. If you ever forget who you are, go in. Just then, a flicker of blue light passed outside the window. Art blinked. In the backyard, a glowing speck of light hovered, moving like it had purpose. He stepped outside, following it through tall grass to the old well behind the shed. The spark dipped inside. He leaned over, heart pounding. Okay. This is definitely a dream. And then, he fell. Chapter 2, Welcome to Nowhere. He was falling, but not fast. The air felt thick and soft, like diving into a dream. When he opened his eyes, the world around him pulsed with strange beauty. The sky shimmered like the inside of a seashell. The ground glowed faintly beneath his feet, veins of soft light running through it. Floating orbs drifted lazily in the air, like glowing jellyfish, weightless. About time you showed up, chirped a tiny, winged spark in front of him. Art squinted. Who are you? I'm Sarah. First tier spark. Official guide. You're a dreamer from World Sleep 1. Welcome to the Kingdom of Faded Lights. Art blinked. I don't know what that means. Sarah zipped around his head like a tiny comet. You wouldn't. But you're here for a reason. This kingdom's in trouble. The lights are fading. People like you're the last hope. People like me, he said. I'm just a kid who stopped drawing. Exactly, Sarah said. But today, you looked. Before he could ask more, the ground shuddered. A column of smoke rose in the distance. The air grew colder. Sarah's glow dimmed. Oh no. The shadow. What shadow? Not what. Who? It's what's left when the light inside someone dies. And it's heading for the heart of the kingdom. Is that bad? If it gets there, everything ends. No more dreams. No more light. She floated close to him, serious for the first time. You don't have to go. You can stay here. Safe. But if you go forward, there's no turning back. Art looked at his hand. It was faintly glowing. I'm scared. So was every dreamer. But none of them ever walked alone. He took a breath. Okay. Show me the way. Hold on tight, she said, darting ahead like a streak of starlight. And Art ran after her, toward a world where even darkness had stories. Chapter 3, The City Without Stars. They reached the first city, Lumia, once the brightest place in the kingdom. Now, it was grey and silent. Its towers dimmed. Its windows closed. Lumia thrived on imagination, Sarah explained. Each home lit up when someone created something new. Now, no one dreams. They passed an unfinished sculpture, half bird, half human. Art touched it, and for a moment, light flickered beneath the stone. You still carry a spark, Sarah whispered. It's just buried deep. Suddenly, they heard scraping in the alley. A figure emerged, armor-clad, scorched and broken, face hidden beneath a cracked helmet. State your name, the figure said. Art. I'm from another world. Go back, boy. There is no light here. No heroes left. And you are. The figure paused. Grim. I was a light keeper. Now, just a guard. Sarah hovered beside Art. He lost his dreamer, she said softly. Dreamer. Every light keeper is bonded to a dreamer from your world. If the dreamer gives up, the bond breaks. The light fades. Art looked at Grim. His armor was cracked, but his eyes still smoldered. Then come with us, Art said. If you want to see the light again. Grim said nothing. But when they moved on, he followed. Chapter 4, The Tower of Dreams. They reached the Tower of Dreams, tall and delicate like an hourglass. Be careful, Sarah said. Everything you fear comes alive here. Inside, the tower was silent. Too silent. Then, from the shadows, something emerged, a mirror version of Art. Twisted, cold. Here's the hero, it hissed. The scared little kid who stopped dreaming. Who thinks drawing monsters makes him brave. Art stepped back, heart pounding. It's not real, Sarah whispered. Just a reflection. I am scared, Art said, voice trembling. I do doubt. But that means I'm still alive. And still choosing to move forward. The reflection cracked. Then shattered. The tower lit up, floor to ceiling. Well said, Grim rumbled. Dreamers are getting stronger. Chapter 5, The Skyport. They arrived at Skyfall Port, where waterfalls flowed upward into the clouds. There, they met Mika, a teen in a hood with deep, reflective eyes. I heard your dreams, Mika said. They are loud. Especially yours, Art. You, who are you? A dream catcher. And sometimes, captain of a flying ship. He showed them the Lumen, a ship built from light and wood. To reach the heart, Mika said, you'll have to fly over the Valley of the Faded. But the path is guarded. Why? Art asked. Noctis, Sarah whispered. Mika nodded. He was the first dreamer. Creator of this kingdom. But one day, he decided emotions made us weak. He put out his own fire. Now he wants to erase everything that ever shone. Grim clenched his fist. He was my dreamer. Art looked to the skies. Then we fly. Even if we're afraid. Chapter 6, The Valley of the Faded. The flight was like drifting through memory. Above them, stars were more than stars, they were memories. Art saw moments with his father, bedtime stories, painting on their porch. That's everything I lost, Art whispered. No, said Sarah. Everything you still carry. Suddenly, darkness swallowed the sky. A massive figure rose, taller than mountains, eyes like voids. You are nothing. The voice of Noctis shook the air. This world is a lie. Light is weakness. I will erase it all. Art stood tall. Darkness doesn't erase pain. It just hides everything else. Feelings hurt, but they also matter. Noctis roared. Wind howled. The ship cracked. Grim lunged to protect Art, and fell with the monster into the abyss. Grim! Art cried. But it was too late. Chapter 7. The Heart of Light. They fell straight into the heart, the center of the kingdom. But it was empty. Hollow. Sarah was gone. You can't do this, whispered the shadow. You're just a boy. Art closed his eyes. And then, saw his father. Not a ghost. A memory. Solid. He stood by the door from the sketchbook. I was never gone, Art. I'm part of everything you carry. I miss you, Art said. I know. And that's okay. But now, it's your turn to keep going. A brush appeared in Art's hand. He raised it, and painted in the air. A glowing circle took shape. The symbol they never finished. And the world lit up. Chapter 8, The Return. The kingdom bloomed. Cities lit. Towers sang. People dreamed again. Sparks fell like snow. Sarah returned, shining bright. You did it. No, Art smiled. We did. Grim was there too, scarred, but alive. Mika, the citizens, others he had met along the way, all around. Art stood before the well, now a glowing doorway. Through it, his room. Morning light. Will I come back? He asked. The world always waits for those who believe, Sarah said. And you're a true dreamer now. Art stepped through. Chapter 9, The Spark Within. He woke. Birds chirped. Mom called from downstairs. Everything looked the same, but felt different. He opened his notebook, picked up a pencil, and began to draw. The first image, a shining ship. Below it, Art and the kingdom of faded lights. In the corner of the room, barely visible, a tiny blue spark shimmered. The light still lives. Candle hashed the end.